Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 203, a technical analysis edition episode. You might be wondering why we're doing a technical analysis edition only. Well, as you know, I am sick. It's bacterial, so nothing to worry about. But my throat's still not 100% there, so I'm trying to take it as easy as I can. I'm not going to do the news, I'm just going to cover the analysis for the major crypto, a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver, stocks, and oil, and we'll take it from there, right? Anyways, guys, if you're watching this from live, thank you, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We're willing to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. Link is in the description, guys. So is a link to all the amazing articles that we cover here on this stream. Now, let's get on to the technicals. What is happening with the market? Yesterday, market cap going out, right? Money flowing out of the cryptosphere. 5.65% from an opening of $171.89 billion, closing at $162.03 billion, a $9.70 billion move to the downside. Right now, moving up 2.05%, or approximately $3.3 billion, sitting at $165.35 billion. Now, we're trying to get back above that 20, right? We just lost it on the previous candle. So we're trying to get above it. Bollinger Band starting to contract. But again, still have room for a little bit more contraction to happen before we hit an explosive move. And that is all fine, really. I'm worried right now that we might lose a little bit more market cap, right? Although I'm not sure if the movement to the downside has already finished playing out. Sitting, like I said, right now below that 20, right? Bitcoin dominance at 66.46% of market cap. Yesterday we moved down. 2 days ago we moved down, right? I wasn't here yesterday, so we didn't talk about this day or we didn't talk about this day. But anyways, in both, right, approximately 1.40% down. Right now moving up 0.06%, sitting at, like I said, 66.46% of market cap. Now the price of Bitcoin sitting at $6,000 on the dot. Psychological resistance we're facing. We have gone slightly higher today. We did hit 6,027, and we rejected 6,027. It's slightly above the 20 simple moving average, which is 6,017.17, right? That's where it's at. Anyways, rejecting that movement to the upside, right? Sitting below also the 50% off the fibs. Now we're going to go to the other chart that we've been looking at. Here we have different fib scale. We're anchoring from a different point to the new low. So again, it looks different from what we had. Anyways, we're sitting below 6,240. And we seem to be heading towards the 236. We haven't quite touched it yet. But we did talk about the move to the downside. Again, below the 20. Bollinger Band starting to contract on the previous chart that we were looking at. As you can tell, we're still within this area of support resistance. Although we're very, very close to that bottom part, right? Again, if we break this, we could see lower prices. What's happening with this, right? We had the bearish divergence. We called it out here. We said price action to the downside on hidden bearish. Yes, we still anchored here. We can still move that to there or even here, right? And that'll be all good. Now, we had mentioned this a couple days ago. We were expecting to move to the downside. We were seeing this stagnation happening. And yeah, of course, we moved down, right? That's usually what happens, right? Have we finished moving down? I'm not sure, man. Trying to figure that out yet. And that's mainly because even if I go like this, it won't seem to make sense, right? If I want to take the bodies just as support, I guess we could say that we're almost touching it, right? So the body to the downside, let's say we're touching it. So we could be bouncing off the support also. And that could be part of the reason that this could be finishing. But at this larger scale, yeah, we could say it's playing out, right? Anyway, sitting neutral at 40.77 on the RSI. I'm going to toss that line over here just to make sure it's also congruent with the other chart that we look at. See, there we go. Bottom, and over here we're a little bit more extended. So we can still come down here and try to use this as support. And like I said, still yet to be determined, right? Anyways, back to this chart. I'm going to move onto shorter scales to figure out what's going on. We're still making positive momentum, even though we're making less. There's still no reason why we can try to rally again from here. But again, I'm not finding that bounce area yet. Maybe the 4 hours has a could give us a better clue as to what's happening, and if not, maybe the 1 hour, right? When was this at? This was a couple days ago, right? We were con divergence, strong bearish price action to the downside. We didn't move down. Now what's happening, right? We were calling here for price action to the upside. We did get that move to the upside. It was very slight though. We faced rejection at 6,240. We managed to get above it briefly. Then we moved down again. Now what's happening here? It's good. We're going slightly lower. Didn't choose it. There we go. Going slightly lower and going less here, right? So again, negative momentum, less negative momentum. We're getting that bounce, right? That strong bullish divergence starting to develop, even though it's within the same island. So again, potential price action to the upside. We're getting that first one coming in, second one it should come in, maybe hit the 20, or at least hit 6,240. But again, it's gonna depend on how strong we are, right? We can still go down a little bit more, create again divergence. Where right now we don't have it on the 20, sorry, on the RSI. So we should expect to also get it on the RSI, right? At least have it twice. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes we don't get it. We just get it once and then we run from there. But again, if we find some kind of stagnation in this area, there's no reason why we couldn't go down, create less negative momentum, create that strong bullish, and run from there. Sitting sold on the RSI at 37.49. Let's go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour on Bitcoin. Wow, we haven't looked at this in a couple days, right? So yesterday and today. So let's figure out what's going on here short term, right? Again, low, lower low. Yeah, I know this is all going back in time. So yeah, no worries though. I just want to get an idea as to what happened the last couple days. I haven't been looking at the market, to be honest, because I'm not looking for that in yet. I haven't found the bottom that I'm wanting to get in at. So, and even from here to here, right? The other one, this will be the real one. Let's say this will be one that we could have played to the upside. We did get that move, right? But again, this one's much stronger here, because we went from one island to the next island, right? Negative momentum, less negative momentum. Price lower, again, less negative momentum as we're going lower in price, creating that strong bullish divergence. And here we would also have it on. Here we would have it on both, right? Hide for now. Have it there, and then we would also have it to here. Right, again, so this one's very real, this short one. But again, this major one, it's playing up. We are facing the 20. We're rejecting right now. Right, we haven't touched it yet, but it seems like we're rejecting. Price looking like it's going to move down. Again, there's no reason why we can move down, create that small bump, and then get divergence again, try to bump, run from there. We could just be taking a breather before we try to rally and push the 20. It's possible. Setting neutral on the RSI at 45.07. And again, positive momentum starting to build, right? We haven't finished building this positive momentum, so there's still stuff could happen. Now, something that's happening here shorter term, though. Going from a high to a lower high, positive momentum to much higher positive momentum. And on the RSI, we're going slightly higher as well. So we're creating that hidden bearish, right? Potential price continuation, meaning to the downside. But again, it's going to depend on how strong we hit when we rally up to the 20. If we should break above, hold it, use it as a trampoline, and bounce from it. Could be good. If we reject, though, we know we were looking for lower prices. So again, let's wait and see what happens once we hit the 20. Now, what happened over here, man? High, lower high, less positive momentum, low, high, lower low, more negative momentum. So that's fine. Everything here is fine. Let's say everything that's starting to develop is here. That's it for Bitcoin. I'm going to move on to Ethereum. Ethereum dominance, yesterday it gained dominance 0.29%. Today it's losing dominance 0. Well, actually it's sitting neutral at 0, gaining 0.11. Sitting at 8.46% of market cap. Now the price of Ethereum at $127.12. What is happening with Ethereum? Again, same stuff, right? We hit the 20, we're rejecting. We cannot get above that 20 on the daily. Starting to get tightness off the Bollinger Bands, which is good. Still sitting at the support, right? We said we're going to hold it. If we fell there, damn, we're looking for lower prices. But yesterday we seem to have touched it. Yesterday the lowest we got was 123.27. We have that support at 121.61. We came really close to it. Right now we opened and the lowest we've been is 124. So again, still close to that support. Let's see if we can try to get much higher than that. Possibly starting to build. Sold on the RSI at 38.45 and nothing else happening, man. Positive momentum started to die out, but we're still going higher. No negative momentum being built. Not the best looking. Not the prettiest looking, for sure. Could we trace something here? Yeah, we can. I'm going to use bodies for this. I'm going to ignore the wicks. Mainly because markets, let's say, is being bearish. But if we wanted to go like that, it would be a rising wedge. Impulse down, rising wedge usually breaks down. So we could be looking for a motion to the downside. Now, Bitcoin, I think I already had this drawn out, guys, right? So I already had this. It was like a broadening wedge. If we wanted to use the bodies, right, it will still be a broadening wedge, but less broad, let's say, right? So again, we do have that movement going up. And what we had here on a rising wedge from using this, right, this one and this one, we already broke to the downside. We're expecting that move to happen. And we talked about that when we broke to the downside, right? And it was back to Ethereum. That's it for the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour on Ethereum. Let's see what's happening. The 4-hour, we had bullish divergence, right? Hidden. Price action to the upside. We did get it. Fell to the 20, moved down. Low, lower, low, less negative momentum. Again, congruent with what we saw with Bitcoin. So that is good. The market is in sync, apparently. So let's wait and see how this keeps on building up, right? We don't have it on the other side just here. So again, we're trying to attempt that rally. Still far from the 20 here. And a move to the upside. If we get to the 20 and reject, again, we could be looking to lower prices. Maybe coming down and hitting 121. Using that support, creating that strong divergence there, right? To a new lower low, less negative momentum, and also higher on the RSI. And then we could be potentially talking about a price action to the upside, right? That would be very good. It would be a good indicator and probably something that would make me want to come in. Besides that, we'll be creating another bottom here, right? Like this would be one bottom, this would be another bottom, but a good double bottom would certainly be all the way down here. So you get into 103, man, like a double bottom, right? Something that we could try to rally from. That would be really nice. Now, that's it for Ethereum on the 4-hour, sitting neutral on the RSI at 42.17. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. What's happening with Ethereum? Last thing we called was price action to the upside. That was on the 27th. We did get it above that 20. Then we managed to break down. That's good. Again, low, lower low, right? Again, same stuff that was going right. So let me make sure this is all going to be here on the 1-hour chart. On the 1 hour. There we go. All right, so we're going from a negative to 0. That's fine. And Spotify ads are coming in. Yay. So what's going on there? There we go. Alrighty. So I said going lower, right? And we're going lower to here. Right? So again, we have those two divergences showing up. One from here to here, right, which we did see that bounce, and then one from here to here. Again, getting that bounce, rejecting the 20 on the 4-hour. That's not good. Let's see if we can get above that. That will be a good indicator that market's good, right? Oh, there we go. Next one would be from here to here. Right, and again, this is all congruent, right? We have that strong bullish divergence to here. Now we're getting strong bullish divergence to here. We have it on both oscillators starting to go up. But again, we're hitting the 20 and it seems like we're rejecting it. So that's not good. The 20 being at 127.23, and highest we've gotten was 127.22, and then we did a U-turn. Right now we're sitting at 127.21. So again, we're getting another go at the 20. Let's see if we hold it. If we don't hold it, price action to the downside, maybe hitting this upsloping line that we have as a support, right, of the rising wedge. And if we hit it as a support, we create that divergence again on the 4 hours, strong bullish and potential price action to the upside. Sorry, on the 1 hour. We're sitting at 48.13 on the RSI, so neutral. Man, the market's not looking very good, huh? Let's go to the XRP, man, on the daily dominance. Again, I'm telling you what could happen to the upside or the downside, right? So you get both sides of the picture. XRP recovered very nicely. Yesterday we lost dominance 2.04%. Today's gaining dominance 0.61. Sitting at 4.44% of market cap. The price of XRP at 16 cents, 16.734 cents, which is really good. Again, it's starting the day on the upside, bouncing off the 20, which is good. Although it's not a strong bounce, the rest of the market is not doing that. Still within this area of support resistance, right? This yellow triangle, rectangle that we have here. I think that's where we had it at. Let me do that, and let's see where this is at. 21,306. Close enough. I'll actually fix it here. Settings. 21,306. There you go. Alrighty, now it's spot on where we had it, right? Again, using it as support, very good. Starting to make positive momentum, although we're making more positive momentum, I think. 574, 614, still less. That's good. This is a good high, and we're making less positive momentum right now, even though it looked as if we could be making higher, but no, it's still good. So, lower, low, high, lower, high, positive momentum, less positive momentum, high on their side, lower on their side. I was concerned that we're going to make a hidden bearish divergence, and then we could really try to probably see price action to the downside, but right now it's good. It's, neutral on their side, 44.36. Let's go to the 4-hour and see what we can see there. Again, sorry, let me go back to the daily real quick and chart something out. I'm going to do the same exercise I did with Ethereum, right, and the other coins. I haven't done it here, and I should, right? Here, we're having a little bit more of a broadening wedge, and I'm actually here, I'm going to use the wicks for this exercise, right? Again, there we go, it's a rising wedge. And that's what we are doing, right? Potential price action to the downside, right, on a rising wedge. I'm just going to make sure this is just going to be here on the daily. And no, I wanted to go to the 1 hour to play with us there, but I'm going to say, no way, man. Stay where you are, and you'll be good, right? Just leave it here. Awesome. That's it for this. Let's go to the 4 hours now. Hey, Benny, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. Life is good, man. Again, we had divergence, bearish. We called it, right? Price action to the downside. We did move down. That was on the 27th. So yesterday we weren't live. So if you were with us, we talked about this while we broke down, right? And we managed to hold the 20. It was good. We tried to bounce. Wasn't high enough. Then we broke down, making more negative momentum. Lower on the RSI. Sitting neutral, though, at 47.99. And starting to rise. Maybe we're creating some kind of divergence on the other charts. Let's see. And probably even here on the 4 hours from the previous negative momentum island. 136, 154. So definitely, right? Definitely we're doing something here. We're doing a hidden bullish. How are things going in New York, Benny? Looked at the news. I know there's a lot of more cases of COVID. And I guess city's not doing that well still. But I hope you're staying safe, man. Again, hidden bullish, potential price continuation. We're getting these bounce, which is good. Probably heading for that 20. Let's see if we can manage to break above or hold it. If we break below the 20 and we reject, we're looking for lower prices, right? Let's go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour, man, divergence, right? Price action to the downside, broke down beautifully. Now here, low, lower low. Here we're congruent with the rest of the market, finally, because XRP was a bit off for a couple days, right? So XRP was doing its own thing, but now it's getting back in sync with the market, so. And we don't have this on the RSI. We just have it on the MACD and on the MACD against the price, right? Low, lower, low, negative momentum, less negative momentum. Again, creating that strong bullish divergence. Price action to the upside. We're getting that rise. Still haven't hit the 20. We're starting to round off. Let's see here. What do we have here? 64. 88. All right, definitely, right? Slightly higher. Man, did I leave this on the 1 hour? Yes. Good. Again, hidden bearish, potential price continuation. We did break down from that. And, that's what's moving us down. We don't have it on the RSI, but again, just on the MACD, right? Apparently, XRP has been playing on the MACD. That's it for XRP, though. Neutral on the RSI at 43.40. Let's go Litecoin. Litecoin daily, yesterday gaining dominance, 0.77. Today losing dominance, 0.40. Sitting at the 20, trying to hold it. Sitting at 1.47% of market cap. The price of Litecoin at $37.71. Again, strong bearish. No, sorry, hidden bearish. Price continuation. We're moving down below the 20, trying to get above it right now, but failing. Neutral on the RSI at 40.72, but have been flirting with this for a while. So let's see how we can get this to shoot up or like at least move, right? What's happening here? Same stuff that's happening with the rest of the market, right? Short of rising wedge, impulse down, rising wedge, you tend to break down, so let's hope we don't break down from this. It's an exhaustion pattern, right? That's it. Let's go to 4 hour. 4 hour had divergence, price action to the downside, strong bearish. Move down, tried to rally, failed, moving down now. Let's see, is this lower though? It is more or less on point, man. I gotta look at this closely. What is this closing at? 37.10, closing at 37.11, man. They are a straight line, right? It's a straight line. We're going in here, right? Low, negative momentum, less negative momentum, low on the RSI, higher on the RSI. Right, and what we are creating again, it is just like a type 2, medium, or yeah, class B, or whatever, type B, class B, whatever you want to call it, bullish divergence, potential price action to the upside, we're getting it though. Sitting neutral on the RSI, 44.99. What is happening with this, man? Why is this not pumping, you know? Because we're still weak. Market is still weak. It's still undecided. Still a lot of stuff going on with COVID-19. Trump extending the self-quarantine or safe distancing, social distancing, whatever it's being called now, might have a negative impact on markets. We'll figure it out, though, once we get to the market and see what's going on. Right? I think he extended it till April 30th, so we'll see how that affects the market. Now, what's going on here? Let's see. We're still moving to a lower low, right? We're trying to rally. Probably going to head for that 20. I'm sure yet whether or not we're going to hit it. Bollinger Bands is still expanded on the 4 hours. That is that. Let's go to the 1 hour chart again. Not much happening, right? And this came from the 4 hours, man. I forgot to leave it anchored there. So it came back here. And now it's messing with the charts, man. There we go. Awesome. Again. Right here we might have a lower low. No, it's actually higher, man. What? This is not congruent with the rest of the market. Alrighty, let's see. Higher. That's good. Oh, here, back here. Let's see. What was this? 20. 21. Alright, cool. So, from here to here, we're going lower. I'm going to make sure this is going to stay on the 1 hour only. And only on the 1 hour, alright? Cool, there we go. Alright, so low, lower, low. Here we had divergence. We called it out, broke to the downside, right? Low, lower, low. Positive momentum, more positive momentum. Creating hidden bearish, price continuation. We started to break down below the 20, failed to get above the 20, and we talked about it. When we test the 20, if we fail, we look for lower prices, and we did move down lower. Not as low at this spike, though. What is this closing here? What was this low? 37.05, closed at 37.08. 37.11, man. They're almost negligible levels, right? 37.10. Again, this could just be one straight line, man, and it'll still be good, right? It will be going from a low to a lower low, and here we would also be having this movement, right? But just like the rest of the market did, and this wouldn't be any different, right? Low, lower low, right? Or same low. We're creating a from negative momentum to neutral and low on the RSI to a higher point on the RSI. Again, creating that medium bullish divergence, price action to the upside. We got it to rally. That's where we created our hidden bearish. Right now we're going lower again, and from the same point, because it's the same island, right? We're going to a lower low, same on the RSI, right? A low on the RSI, a higher point on the RSI. Creating that. Here we're creating a strong, well, it's not strong bullish. I would still call it a medium, right? Because this, we're determining it to be the same low. That's what we're getting a rally for. We did touch the 20 once, almost touched it twice, and we're rejecting right now. We're trying to rally on the 1 hour, still expanded on the Bollinger Bands, and neutral on the RSI at 47.43. That's it. Let's go to Binance. Again, guys, the market is just the market right now. Not a lot happening. Yesterday, losing dominance. On Binance, 2.05%. Today, gaining 0.71. Sitting 1.09% of market cap. The price of Binance, $11.65. Now, What is happening here? We're having the same thing, man. Again, across the market, right? Going higher. Here it looks a little bit more like we're broadening wedge instead of like a rising wedge. Unless we use the wicks, right? If we use the wicks, then this would still be a little. This would be more like a channel, to be honest, right? But again, same stuff that we're looking across the market, right? A rising pattern that usually breaks to the downside. High, lower, high, positive momentum, less positive momentum. High on the R side, lower on the R side. It's really not doing much. Neutral at 40.63. Again, broke below the 20, trying to get above it. Positive momentum dying out. That's it. Not much happening here on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, let's see. Low, higher low. Negative momentum, less negative momentum. All right, cool. We do have something, though. Low, higher low. Here on the other side, we're going from left. I'll just anchor from here. It don't matter. It's still the same thing. Low, lower low. Low, higher low, right? Creating hitting bullish. Price continuation, getting this bounce. Again, probably going to hit for that 20 and see if we hit it. Big chance we might fail and just move down again. Starting a contraction, all the Bollinger Bands neutral on the RSI at 40.87. That's it. Let's go to the 1 hour. And I probably did forget to anchor this. Yes, I did. I forgot to anchor that to the 4 hours. And now it came back here. Alrighty, cool. So divergence, right? We're making it here on the stream. And we said price action to downside. This was live. This was 10 p.m. So again, that's why that's floating there. But anyways, we knew we were gonna move down. Low, still lower. Lower still, man. We're not making much. The only thing we're making here in the shorter term, though, it will be from here to here and from here to here, right? Go from a high to a lower high, positive momentum to more positive momentum, and a low on the RSI to a higher on the RSI. Creating a hidden bearish. Again, potential price continuation, and part of the reason that we could be stalling here around the 20, and we could be moving for lower prices. Negative momentum, more negative momentum, right? This is a minor island. It was just 2 or 3 wicks. We could ignore it, right? Because this one would have played at the here. I don't like the rest of the market. This is really having... Did I forget to lock this? Yes, I forgot to lock this on the 1 hour, man. I'm just gonna... I think it's just easier if I... instead of doing that, I just redo this ones, right? Now they should all be on the 1 hour. There you go. Anyways, a couple people watching, guys. How you doing? How you guys coping with COVID? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are staying safe. Spotify ads. Yes, I knew they were going to come right now, man. Dang it. There we go. Thank you, Spotify, for your amazing ads. Anyways, Benny, I'm not sure if you're still watching, but if you're still with us, brother, how you doing, man? How you holding up with COVID? Right, going to the lower low, right? Again, that's how I would anchor this. And I'm just anchoring this one, ignoring this low. Because we do have this across the rest of the market, right? And this low was, it seemed like it was a drop and then a bounce, right? So this one, I'm not that, it's the only way I could explain why we're rallying, to be honest, and it's congruent with the rest of the market. Cool, man. How you doing with in New York, man? How are things up there, man? I know they were tough. I think they're still tough, but I hope you're doing good. I hope your family's still doing good. Like I said, the only way I can see why this is bouncing is if we create this divergence, right? Because ignoring this island for me, it would make sense. It's small, and this would just seem to be like a drop and bounce, right? So it could be like just some pullback that happened really quickly and get us back to this level. Maybe some positions got liquidated. You could choose to ignore it, though. The rest of the market it's lower in the rest of the market, right? It's higher, so it really is not something that's really coming here and messing with our charting. But here it is. Anyways, you're home cleaning your crib. Damn, your apartment smells like... Dude, damn, that sucks, man, that your neighbor had a fire. At least I hope... it got under control quickly, and there's not a lot of damage to the building, man. That's not good. Anyways, that's it for Binance. If you guys want me to look at something else, put it on the chat. Now's the time. I'm going to start looking at gold, silver. Then we'll look at stocks, markets. Not any stock in particular, but just markets in general. And we'll take it from there. And we'll see where we go, right? Again, what's happening on silver? We're rejected. What? The 382. We talked about that, right? Price action to the downside, moving down. Probably towards that 236 at $13. But again, we did call this move to the upside. When we were back here, we said we want to get back to our levels, $15, $14, to all the way to $17, right? Which is a good range for silver back. If we look at this on the weekly, you'll see it a little bit better. Right? This range from like 13 all the way up to here, it's a good range for silver, right? 17, almost 18. So again, getting back to this level was key. We talked about that happening. It did happen. So again, if you took advantage of that, it's good. Right now, we're not doing much, though, I believe. Let's see. What is this? 97. 111. Yes, it is. Going higher. Definitely now we're going lower. Creating hidden bearish potential price continuation. Probably part of the reason that we had this moving down today. Now let's go to gold. Same stuff happening with gold, right? We're talking about this one, right? Like 2 days ago. Right now we're moving down still, right? That was on the 30th. So yes, today we're moving down. This is on the weekend. So again, same stuff's happening, right? Going higher, lower, price action to the downside. Probably gonna hit that 236 and again start the retrace. Let's wait and see how this goes for gold. Now let's go and look at markets. S&P. Is this open? Market closed still. So nothing new. Nikkei. End of day. Okay, cool. It was up. Well, it was still from the weekend though. So not much happening still. TSX. Market closed. It's really not a lot happening, right? London still closed. The other thing we can look at, it's going to be the US 30, right? The Dow Live. Basically neutral. Not doing much from the weekend, right? Undoing yesterday, basically, or gaining yesterday. And move down, gaining it, sitting at 0. That's weird. See this sit at 0, right? Let's see, like 0%. Again, it's still yet to be determined what impact it's going to have on the market. What Trump's announcement of extending the self-distancing or social distancing or whatever this is now. Oil is down 1.12. Again, still yet to determine how this is going to play out for oil. Sitting at $26.95. That's it. Unfortunately, there's really not a lot happening. Right? Bitcoin's starting to go up again above 6,000, which is good. Getting above that 20, man. Getting above that 20 is good. Although, yeah, we're above the 20 right now. 20 is at 1619, and we're seeing at 1640. If we get above that 20, we could be looking for higher prices, and that's going to be key for Bitcoin. Right? And we want to do that. We want to get above that area. So, again, moving to the upside, we're still far away from the 20. And we're still going to break that resistance at 6,240. So let's wait and see how this keeps on playing out, right? Bitcoin, we haven't looked at the 200, right? And see where we are in relation with the 200. Simple moving average. Where we at, man? Well, the 200 is way up here at 8,200. We're sitting at 6,000, so we're still $2,200 away. And that's not good. Still far away from that, right? We're going to get above that if we want to get again back on the bull trend. So that's that for that. For this, right? Let's see. All right, let's get it back on the 20. And we'll look at the weekly because we closed the week. Last week, though, look. Indecision, man. We did move up. Look at this. It looks too cluttered here. I'm going to look at another chart. This one's cleaner. All right, look at this. We move up, and then we just pull back. We move up, and then we pull back again. So, again, a lot of bearish sentiment in the market, a lot of bearishness, right? Not letting the bulls run and take the price higher. This is not the best. Not the best, man. Not the best at all. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. We already talked about crypto. We looked at the markets real quick. Most of the markets are still closed, so have to wait for tomorrow for us to be able to look at the rest of the markets. You think it goes down? Yeah, man, I get that feeling that it might go down as well. That plus what we looked at the technicals, I'm not getting the clearest feeling that this is gonna go up. All right, but again, I'll keep on looking at the market tomorrow. And try to figure out what we're gonna do, right? Because right now, like I said, the 4 hours, we're having this strong bullish, trying to get to the upside, right? Get to test these levels on the 1 hour. Again, we have this strong bullish, and we're having this hidden bearish, right? The hidden bearish could potentially bring us down, but the strong bullish could certainly negate this. It doesn't have to go up that high, man. This high was 6,100. It's not that far off. 6,140. We're talking about a $100 move, and Bitcoin has done more than that sometimes. So, again, fighting with the 20 on the 1 hour. But if we manage to get above the 20, again, we're in a good position for this to be able to rally. Try to get that bounce and reach 6,200. Test that area. Then get above there to test the 20 on the 4 hour. Right? 20 on the 4 hour still up here above. And then if we get above that, we'll have to test the 20 on the. We're actually above the 20 on the daily, so test the 20 on the 4 hour, and if we get above that, then we could be looking for higher prices. But that's gonna be it, guys. That's gonna be it for tonight. Again, short stream. I said my voice not 100%. Throat still hurts, but some of the medications actually making me feel better. You hope the market is stable because of the economy? Yeah. Well, economy is still not 100%, right? There's still a lot of stuff happening. I have a couple of my friends, their jobs are starting to get in peril, man. And they're starting to see, like, pay reductions and stuff like that, which is not good, man. Anyways, yeah. That's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Again, I gotta still take care of my throat. Still not 100% from the strap that I got. Right? You gotta work, no income after COVID. Man, that sucks, man. You should try streaming games. Maybe if you have a good PC, you might get some income through like streaming. I'm not sure. If you don't have work, you probably have a lot more free time than I do, and you might have a chance to stream something, right? Or look for different incomes, man. Yeah, you could probably try like teaching English online, right? There's a couple of those like things you could do, right? I've seen those areas like Cambly and like other like online places where you can like teach stuff. So maybe you can find something there. Anyways, like I said, can't really be talking that much still. My throat still hurts. And taking medication, so that's it for tonight, guys. Again, if you like what we do, you know what to do. Hit that like, that bell, that sub to be notified when we go live. This is Instead of Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. It's been a pleasure being here with you guys tonight on an awesome Sunday night. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you do, give us a share on Facebook or on Twitter. Let people know that we are here. Again, pleasure being here with you guys. I hope you have a great time. I hope you had a great weekend. Look forward to next week, starting up with Monday. Look at what the market might do. I'm still going to be working from home. So, let's hope the market's kind to us this new week. That's going to be all. Thank you guys. Until tomorrow.